And it's my pleasure to welcome Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Meenakshi Lekhi, is joining us on the show. Ma'am, thanks a lot for your time. Big Yoga Day celebrations once again, and of course those in India or those with the Prime Minister in New York all took part in it. For us, this is a way of life, but increasingly this is becoming a way of life for the entire world as well.
Absolutely. What a pleasure to see everyone doing yoga and connecting over yoga, because I know many people would connect over running, many people will meet over coffee. Now yoga is one way of meeting each other and collectively pray for each other's well-being and do practices which can coordinate your body, mind and soul and achieve equanimity and peace.
Ma'am, I want to understand from you, as the Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, both very key industries that tie in what India is trying to do and take to the world. Because of India's push of yoga and the recognition for the International Day of Yoga, how has that changed the world's view towards India?
So to begin with, I must say 2014, when Prime Minister Modi ji became the Prime Minister, this was one of the first initiatives, a global initiative for the engagement. And when this proposal was sent, 172 countries over a very short span of time supported it. And the result was, from 2015, Yoga Day started to get its recognition and started to be celebrated. So it has brought a lot of recognition and well-being, a sense of well-being in the minds of people towards India. Many people were performing yoga, but I would say closeted performers and closeted yogis. But today, with this recognition coming to the fore, everybody is doing yoga as a matter of statement in the parks, outside, and more people have learned the benefits. And especially post-pandemic period and during pandemic, when you could not run, you could not go to the gyms, when hygiene issues came in. At that point in time, yoga was one big thing which helped people. And I remember meeting some of the Europeans, especially the French, who were expert divers, and they ended up talking to, and the naval divers. They said, I said, I would love to learn your techniques. And they said, ma'am, Indians are the past masters at breathing techniques. None can beat you. So this is the kind of recognition which has been sort of brought in directly, indirectly to Indian practices, and which sends a very positive message. Because end of the day, when you do yoga, what are you saying? You're talking about sustainable development goals, low cost medicine or no medicine at all, preventive health care, and practicing yoga where you need no machines, you're not consuming electricity,
right.
And good thoughts, because it's beyond your physical existence, not just a physical exercise. In addition to physical exercise, it's also an exercise for the mental well-being.
Yes.
So equanimity, peace and harmony is the message, and well-being of all creatures is what you pray for.
I have two questions for you.
I think it's a very, very positive step.
Meenakshi ji, the way you're speaking, I brought something to my mind, which is that there were a few in opposition to yoga too. Do you believe that some of the opposition to yoga has been blunted with the manner in which it has been accepted globally across religious lines?
Absolutely. I mean, you see, you must understand, and that's what I tell people. I say people have to understand that Hindu system or Sanatan system was not just about practicing religion and worshipping to the gods, but this was one religion which had very close linkages to the science. Yeah, yogic practices which have been today believed to be exercise. So many machines have been put on people to check their heart rate, to check their mental capacity, to see their breathing potential, to see how immunity system operates. So yoga is science, which is understanding body as a machine and understanding the energy systems as soul, which have to work in cooperation with each other and cooperate with each other so that we use this body to the good of the people and to good of our cells and achieve our goals. The second part of science, Ayurveda. Now, at a time when people did not recognize, Ayurveda was part of the science. We believe in science. We had many thousand years ago recognized the solar system, the distance between earth and moon. So religion was not by itself standalone religion, a faith system, but it had a very integral practices, if I may use the word in today's time and age, the secular practices, where everyone gets to be benefited by following that, including the Hindu almanac, which was followed by Arabs and many across the globe.
Right. My final question, ma'am, you are the Minister of State for External Affairs as well. The Prime Minister is on his first state visit to the US. A comment about the Indo-US relationship and the way it's growing.
So Indo-US relationship has got many layers to its existence. One major layer is that of Indian diaspora, which is a very strong diaspora, and that strong diaspora is very well respected in the American society. These are high achievers with very integral practices to the system they work in, and they have been serving their adopted country very well. And when they amalgamate themselves into the societies, they work for the well-being of that society, in addition to the fact a part of their heart and soul remains in India. So when Prime Minister of India goes to US, they get to be they feel elated. The respect which the Prime Minister gets is a respect to 1.4 billion people and to the Indian diaspora spread across the globe. That is one message. The second message is peace, prosperity, technical cooperation on various subjects of science and technology, and of course rule-based order in the world, Indo-Pacific being one part of the same globe. And diversification of the supply chain management, which works well for everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am. Limited time, but I do appreciate your time. Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Meenakshi Lekhi, joining us. On that note, it's a wrap on Plain Speak. Anand Narasimhan is joining you on the other side with the right stand.